Hey, this is Kendra with Signing Agent Basics, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what I carry in my notary bag. As a signing agent, one of the first items that you're going to need is some kind of bag to keep and transport your notary signing agent supplies and documents in. There is no one right type of bag to use. It really just boils down to preference. A lot of signing agents use messenger bags like this or like this. I even used a messenger bag when I first started, but after a year, I decided to switch to a rolling laptop bag like this for several reasons. First, that messenger bag can get super heavy and end up causing a lot of back and shoulder pain. If you are carrying a couple of sets of loan documents and maybe a laptop along with other supplies, your bag can easily end up weighing 10 to 15 pounds or more. I'd much rather roll that much weight instead of carrying it. Also, laptop bags are roomier than messenger bags without really being that much larger. And laptop bags are designed to stand up on their own. If you set a messenger bag down, it has a tendency to fall over unless you prop it up against something. And if you set that messenger bag down on the floor, whatever cooties are on the floor are now on your bag. So when you pick up your bag, those cooties are now on you. But again, guys, this is just my preference. Either type of bag will work just fine. Now, no matter what bag you choose, just make sure that you have a lock for your notary bag. It is very important that you keep your notary stamp, journal, and client documents secure. So now that I've told you what type of bag I use, I'm going to talk to you about what I actually have in my bag. I have some items that are must-haves, meaning I cannot do a signing without them. I have some items that are good to have, meaning I'll probably need them, but I can still get the job done even if I don't have them. And I have some items that are handy to have. I won't use them very often, but I'm really glad I have them when I do need them. But before I go any further, if this is a subject that you are interested in, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. Also, go down into the comment section right now and tell me one must-have item, one good-to-have item, and one handy-to-have item that you carry in your notary bag. Okay, so first are my must-haves. Obviously, you will need your notary stamp and your notary journal if you are in a state that requires that you keep a journal. I keep these items in my notary bag at all times. Now, just as a little side note, I tend to get my notary stamp in a bright color, or at least a color other than black or gray. And this is because these bright colors stand out more in the interior of your notary bag, making it easier to locate your stamp, and you are less likely to accidentally leave your stamp at a location because, again, the bright color stands out, drawing your eyes to it. Okay, so on to my last must-have. I've got lots of blue and black ink pens. Most of my signings require blue pens, but I do get a few that require black, so I just make sure that I have plenty of both. Next are the items that I consider good to have, and these items are mainly office supplies. I can still technically get the job done even if I don't have these items, but having them definitely makes life a lot easier. First are binder clips. I personally use binder clips instead of rubber bands or manila folders to keep documents together, so I always make sure that I have an assortment of binder clip sizes in my bag. Next is ink for my notary stamp. I actually have a Quick Tip Tuesday video all about why having this in your bag is so important. I'm going to put a link to that video right up here, so be sure to check it out. Then I have a stapler and staples. If a customer gives me a check for funds due at closing, I like to staple it to a blank page near the top of the package so that it does not get lost. However, some companies don't like you to staple documents, so be sure to carefully read their instructions and do not staple if they don't want you to. If you can't staple, then you can use my next good to have items, which is trusty paper clips. Then I've got Post-it notes. These are great for making notes on documents that the contracting company may need to be aware of when you send the documents back to them. And last is a highlighter. Now, you should never use a highlighter on the actual documents, but you will find that the highlighter will come in handy in a lot of other ways. I also have a clipboard. I occasionally meet signers in locations that don't have good hard surfaces to write on like a dining room table, so having a clipboard may come in handy. And last, I like to have a notary law primer or notary public manual for my state. Occasionally I run into notary situations that I don't do very often and I need a refresher or clarification on it, so it's really helpful to be able to pull out one of these to get the answer. Also, some signers have false beliefs about what a notary can and cannot do, so it comes in handy to be able to show the signer the actual notary law in print so they know that I'm not just being difficult in refusing their request. Okay, so these last items I consider handy to have. First, it is wise to carry a few safety items. Now, in general, you have nothing to worry about when you do a signing in a borrower's home or another location, but it does not hurt to have something like pepper spray or a stun gun in your notary bag. Now, as you can see, this particular stun gun is also a flashlight, and the flashlight really does come in handy sometimes. And because it does not look like a stun gun, if for some reason you ever need to pull it out and use it, the person you're using it on won't be expecting it because, well, it looks just like a small flashlight. I bought it on Amazon and I'm gonna put a link for it down in the description box below. But guys, keep in mind, if you ever get to a signing location and you do not feel safe for any reason, then leave immediately, whether the signing is complete or not. I'm gonna have another video coming out for you soon talking about ways that you can remain safe at a signing. Okay, next thing I have on my handy to have list, when I'm out and about and I stop at a fast food restaurant to get something to eat, I usually get a kid's meal. I will then save the toy and keep it in my notary bag just in case I need something to occupy a child at a signing. I also carry a cell phone charger with a super long cord. Your cell phone is your business lifeline, so you definitely don't want your battery to die. Next, I carry antibacterial hand wipes. I like to wipe my hands off after I leave a signing appointment, especially during cold and flu season. I prefer wipes instead of gels or sprays because I can actually wipe off any unknown or undesirable substances from my hands. Now, along those same lines, I also carry Clorox wipes. I will often wipe off my notary stamp, ink pens, and other supplies after a signing as well. I also carry lotion. I really hate realizing that my hands are super dry when I'm already at a signing, so having lotion in my bag definitely comes in handy. I also carry some over-the-counter medication. Headache medicine, non-drowsy, allergy medicine, vitamin C drops, and cough drops. You just never know when you're gonna need these. I also carry mints. It is super embarrassing to have to talk to signers with less than fresh breath, and I personally find chewing gum very unprofessional, so I'll just pop them in instead. I also carry wipes like these shout wipes just in case something gets spilled or marks my clothing so that I can treat it before the stain sets in. And I also have shoe covers. Now, some signers will not want you to wear shoes in their homes, which is perfectly understandable. However, I don't feel comfortable walking around in a stranger's home barefoot. I have actually heard stories from other signing agents who got cuts or lacerations on their feet because the signer had something sharp on their floor that they weren't aware of. So instead of taking off my shoes, I put on a fresh pair of shoe guards, and most signers are perfectly fine with that. And last, I have generic Vicks Vapor Rub. Now, if it has not already happened to you at some point, you're gonna do a signing in a home or another location that just doesn't smell good. Putting a little bit of this on your upper lip or the back of your hand will make that situation a little more bearable. So guys, that's it. Let me know, was this video helpful? Did I give you some good ideas about what to carry in your notary bag? If so, make sure to hit that like button. Or did I miss something that you think I should carry? If so, go down into the comment section and let me know. Also, make sure that you are following me on Instagram. You guys know I put out fun and informative posts and stories just about every day, so you do not want to miss it. No matter what, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of the next videos. This is Kendra with Notary Signing Agent Basics, hoping that you have a productive and profitable day.